Hey y'all, welcome back to Pauly's Speed Shop. Today is new equipment day. I just brought home this Coleman 5 kilowatt gas generator and it don't work. The guy that I bought it from said he used it for tailgating and right now doesn't want to turn over. I did very little when I went to look at it. I pulled on the rope, made sure it had compression. I took it at his word that it was still making power when he last used it. Paid $120 for it, so not too bad. Okay, so step number one, as usual, is going to be trying to make this thing have signs of life. So let's plug something into it that's fairly obvious when it gets power, and try and feed it, force feed it some fuel, and try and get it to turn over. All right, let's see what we can do here. Power's on. Give it a little squirt of fuel. Choke on. Some light is on. Oh, it's a good sign. See if we can try that again. To see. This thing's gonna be a runner. All right, now step number two. Let's make a parts list for this thing. Okay, so one of the iffy things here is I'm really not sure what to expect out of this gas tank. Unfortunately, it looks like it's got about a half a tank of gas. If the engine won't run on this, then this is gonna be a huge pain to rid myself of. Because there's, like I said, there's probably a gallon and a half or 2 gallons of liquid in that tank. I don't know if it's fuel. I get a razor blade to cut this. This is really pretty on there. This is pretty typical old fuel hose. You just gotta slice off because it freezes to the nipple. Nipple. Okay. That's a nice vintage of pea and varnish. I'm gonna try and shake this tank up and then we'll see if this keeps coming cloudy. What I'm really looking for is water. If there's water in here, oh, we're screwed. So there, let's let that settle out for a little bit. And yes, it has oil, don't worry. Just a little teeny tiny bit of water hanging out in there. It's settling out kind of as little orange bubbles at the bottom. I'm not thinking that's going to be the problem. If anything, it's that this fuel has lost its gusto. But we're going to try and burn it anyway. This air filter looks... Ooh. So air filter, fuel line, fuel filter. I cannot believe they let this generator out of the factory without a fuel filter. That blows my mind. These tanks hold all sorts of crap. We need a kit for the carburetor. These are, honestly, these are available for like $15 straight from the great old land of China. But to be honest, I just want to rebuild the old one. This is going to work a lot better than a carb from China. Promise. So that's all she wrote, guys. This thing's going to be a runner. Oh, the last thing. I almost forgot. The last thing I want to get is a cord for this. This is an L1420 receptacle. It's kind of important to have a cord that goes into this because otherwise there's just a single set of 20 amp plugs and you can't get 5,000 watts from a single set of 20 amp plugs because this is just on one 20 amp breaker. So we need to get an extension cord that goes into here and breaks off the two the two different legs on the two different sets of outlets. So I'm going to have a look online for that as well, because that'll increase the value of the generator because it'll actually be usable. But until next time, until we get some parts, I'll see you later.